Coober Pedy is a town in northern South Australia, 846 kilometres north of Adelaide on the Stewart Highway. The town is sometimes referred to as the opal capital of the world because of the quantity of precious opals that are mined there.
So there's a valuable piece of equipment that somebody's going to be upset when they get to where they're going and find that they don't have it. It's refrigeration copper tubing, lag, sealed on the ends. It's twin tubing, it's high pressure and low pressure tubing. Just wish I needed it. I'd pick it up and take it with me. But I'm never going to use it.
You can see that we are getting into the Coober Pedy mining area by the piles of white soil that has been removed to access the opals. Aboriginal people have a long-standing connection with the area. Coober Pedy is considered by the senior Western Desert people to be the traditional lands of the Arabana people country, but Kakatha and Yangkunit Jatjura people are also closely attached to some ceremonial sites in the area. The origin of the name of the town is thought to derive from the words in the Kakatha language, Coober Pedy, usually translated as white fella hole in the ground, or Coober Pedy, white man's holes, relating to white people's mining activities, also reported as meaning boy's water hole in some sources. Further investigation into the words by linguists shows that Coober may have originated from the Parnkala language and that Pedy may be the Kakatha word specifically created for quarry, which is a white man's activity. The first European explorer to pass near the site of Coober Pedy was Scottish-born John McDowell Stewart in 1858. The town was not established until after 1915, when the first opal was discovered by Willa Hutchison on February 1 of that year. Miners first moved in about 1916. Coober Pedy is situated on the edge of the erosional scarp of the Stewart Ranges, on beds of sandstone and siltstone 30 meters, 98 feet, deep and topped with a stony, treeless desert. By 1999, there were more than 250,000 mine shaft entrances in the area, and a law discouraged large-scale mining by allowing each prospector a 165 square foot, 15.3 square meters, claim. Coober Pedy supplies most of the world's gem-quality opal. It has over 70 opal fields and is the largest opal mining area in the world. Very little plant life exists in town due to the region's low rainfall, high cost of water, and lack of topsoil. The harsh summer desert temperatures mean that many residents prefer to live in caves bored into the hillsides, called dugouts. A standard 3-bedroom cave home with lounge, kitchen, and bathroom can be excavated out of the rock in the hillside for a similar price to building a house on the surface. However, dugouts remain at a constant temperature, while surface buildings need air conditioning, especially during the summer months, when temperatures often exceed 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The relative humidity rarely gets over 20% on these hot days, and the skies are usually cloud-free. The average maximum temperature is 30-32 degrees Celsius, 86-90 degrees Fahrenheit, but it can get quite cool in the winter. The Coober Pedy Area School is a complex and unique school. It includes a preschool and has students from foundation or reception to year 13. Their students represent 49 different cultures, with more than half of their enrollment being made up of Aboriginal students. They have a major focus on literacy, and their school-wide motto is "Everybody reads." They offer TAFE courses. The South Australian Aboriginal Sports Training Academy supports the school, and a committed team of teachers, school support officers and an Aboriginal education team support the students to reach their academic, community, social and sporting aspirations. The town's water supply is managed by the district council, who operate a bore and associated treatment plant. The water comes from the Great Artesian Basin. Problems with aging pipes, high water losses, and lack of subsidies contribute to consumers being charged the highest water charges in South Australia. The cheapest place to buy fuel is in the back blocks. The town has become a popular stopover point and tourist destination, especially since 1987, when the sealing of the Stewart Highway was completed. You can see the entrance to an underground motel here. In the Coober Pedy underground motel, rooms have an inverted umbrella in the ceiling to catch loose dirt that falls down the ventilation shaft from the surface. Coober Pedy today relies as much on tourism as the opal mining industry to provide the community with employment and sustainability. There are several motels offering underground accommodation, ranging from a few rooms to the entire motel being a dugout. This abandoned spaceship was from a movie made in the area, called Pitch Black, in the year 2000. It was an American science fiction action horror film. A dangerous criminal was being transported to prison in a spacecraft, when the spaceship is damaged by comet debris and makes an emergency crash landing on an empty desert planet. There is a big miner in Coober Pedy, but here is the small miner sculpture. We visited the Seventh-day Adventist church and pastor's home, but there was nobody home. Cranes are used in the mining operations. Speaking of big, here is the big windlass. Now back to the big miner. Blowers are commonly used in mining at Coober Pedy, but they are actually suckers. In the early 1970s, a completely new kind of machine appeared on the mining fields. The first blowers were built in Coober Pedy. Blowers operate like a large vacuum cleaner, using airflow through pipes to move dirt from the face of the drive to the surface.